Thanks for staying with us here on Eye on Ocean County. Eugene Foley is a music industry consultant. He is also an author of the book Artist Development, and we are talking a little bit about music trends, and one of the big hits of the past few years has been American Idol. Yeah. Huge following. How have shows like that impacted the music industry?
It's been a great boon for the whole industry because I think it's gotten people talking again about music. It's got everyone excited. Everyone watches the show and they talk about it the next day at work with their friends. And
oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, big help. I think it helps not just the people on the show, but it just gets people excited again about music because I think there's so much competition now for the entertainment dollar, movies and music and books and internet, that music start to kind of slide. People almost took it for granted, like it's always going to be there. And it's nice now to see it, people excited. And
these unknowns seen by millions and millions of people. I mean, you know, the winner a few years ago used to sing in her church choir, and now an idol.
It's amazing. Even people who didn't win, who went on to have great careers. This show was a great springboard for like Daughtry and many others.
Well, a lot of people who've come in as runners-up, they're often the ones who succeed, like Ruben. All right, he won the first time. Everybody thought, okay, that was great. And then where is he? What's he doing?
Exactly.
So it's providing, you know, would you say that in some ways it's good not to win American Idol because maybe you're focusing a little bit more, you've gotten some good exposure and other people are listening to you and maybe will pick you up?
You know what I'm worried is that the show is becoming more of a popularity contest than a true talent contest where people are voting for who they think is the cutest or the friendliest or the nicest, and you know, whatever, it's still good television.
Well, in the beginning, though, do you think with the judges, do you think that they're picking out talented people,
yes.
But then when the public starts to vote, it can in steps technology.
Yep, exactly.
But is that really what, sadly, for better or worse, I shouldn't say it, for better or worse, it's what the music industry is about. It might be somebody who is more popular. They may not have as good a voice, but they're popular. People want to hear them.
Yeah, so much about marketing. I mean, how many people are right now, you know, sitting at their home that on a scale of 1 to 10, they're a 10, but they just never made it. And then you get someone who might be a 7 or 8, but the powers that be smiled upon them, and with the marketing machine, they go on to tremendous success.
It really is a lot of times who you know and what you make
of it. Yeah, this business, everything is who you know. Wherever you want to get a song on a radio station, a magazine, to a label, if you have the right people, hey, send it over. We'd love to hear it. Without that, the mailroom person is goodbye.
Right.
Yep.
Now, we're taping this ahead of time, so as we go to tape, it's the end of March. So by the time this airs, American Idol might be a little dated, but do you have any predictions of who you think is going to win this year?
You know, the Siobhan we talked about, I think she has a good shot.
That's who our producer thinks is going to win.
Yep.
She thinks Siobhan is number one.
I think that's a great choice. And you know, Andrew Garcia, there's something about him. I think he's a talented guy. He might be one of those people that doesn't win, but goes on to have a good career. So we shall see.
Which is the case, because you look at some people and you say, I think they're going to be successful. They may lose out kind of early on. Casey James. That's who our producer thinks is going to come in second. She said, and I quote, he's a hottie.
Yeah, he's very popular with the gals.
And then Crystal, that's one of her favorites. And then Katie Siebing, 17 years old. A lot of times the younger people on American Idol, they win the hearts of people.
Right, like David Archuleta a few years ago. You know, young boy, good singer. A lot of the girls thought he was cute and he was friendly. And he went on to have a decent career. He had some records and tours, and he's done well. It's a good springboard for his career as well, without winning.
Right. Can you talk, getting off of the American Idol right now, more about just some of the antics of musicians, groupies, and, you know, sadly there are a lot of people in the industry that are, you know, not, well, I don't want to say sleazy, but, you know, they're not on the up and up.
Right, exactly. There's definitely a lot of people out there who they're not licensed, they're not with the Better Business Bureau, they don't offer references, and they do prey on the dreams of the young people, where it's like, oh, give me $10,000 and I'll make this happen and that happen, and of course they put nothing in writing, and they take the money and nothing happens, and it's a shame.
What should people be concerned about? Because if you have a young person and their parent, you know, believes that they are successful and they, you know, are playing at a bar, or not at a bar, not a substitute, but they're playing out at a local fair or something, and somebody comes up to them, I can represent you. You know, what should parents, what should the individuals do?
Right, definitely find out if they're licensed in some capacity as an agent or an attorney or something of that nature, where there's a governing body that you could check to see if they have a clean record. Certainly the Better Business Bureau, because that's they keep a great database of the good, the bad, and the ugly, and everyone in between, and also get references. You know, get the names of 3 or 4 other people that they've worked with, and call them and say, hey, were you happy? Did you get your money's worth? How was their communication? Did you get what was promised? I mean, no one's going to, ethically going to be able to say, I'm going to make you a superstar, but at least do they do what they promise? Are they working hard? Are they getting your packages to the right people? Are they returning your phone calls? That's how you judge in this business. Because, I mean, we have a great reputation of what we do, but it's not like I turn every person to Mick Jagger.
Right.
You take them as far as they can go on their budget and their talent and what they're willing to put into it.
What are some of the most common mistakes you see?
The most common one for sure is song arrangement, where people just have these, 5, 6, 7-minute songs that if I brought that to a radio person, it would be in the garbage in 40 seconds. There's certain rules, and I talk about those specifically in the book, where the chorus has to be and where your intro should be, and little rules that until that book came, they were unwritten. And people would say, oh, I spent 20 grand on a radio promotion campaign and only 10% played it. Then I hear their CD, and it's like, no wonder. If you spent $12 on a book, you wouldn't have made those mistakes.
That's right. All right, so the book is called Artist Development, Eugene Foley, and you can go to foleyentertainment.com.
Or through my website, it comes signed, and it's also on every Barnes & Noble in the country as well.
Ah, very good. A very great read, and we thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you, Laura. I had a great time.
I would ask you to sing on the way out, but I know that your talent is in listening and also in guitar.
Yeah, guitar. If I sing, we'll hurt your ratings, so you don't want to do that.
Eugene Foley, thank you so much, and thank you for watching Eye on Ocean County. We'll see you next time.